Welcome back to Virtual Reality. My name is Thomas and you are watching VoodooDE VR. Welcome to the next episode of the VR and AR Weekly News. Let's check out the list. Some SteamVR statistics, then a possibility to play the flight simulator in VR before release. Ryte, the Eye of Atlantis is a new VR adventure. Blair Witch VR is a new horror adventure. Virtuix Omni One is a new treadmill for consumers. Canon Mreal S1 is the smallest AR VR headset by Canon, and a new HTC Vive is announced. It's called Secure. And of course the newest releases and sales. Please note that I will be on vacation for 1 week, so next week there will be no weekly news, okay? Don't be sad about that. However, next week is the release of the Oculus Quest 2, so this is awesome. If you want to support me, please buy your Oculus Quest 2 via my link that you can find in the description below. That would be really awesome. So, you can find everything about VR and AR on this channel thanks to my sponsors VoodooDE VR, Oppermann Events, Peter Wasmeier, Andi De Velser, VR Ambassador and Virtual Escape. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Time for some statistics. So, there were not more monthly connected headsets on Steam in the last month. You can see that here it's not going higher here. And the reason is, in my opinion, just summer. Yeah, I don't think it has something in common with Corona or whatever. It's just because of the summer. Nobody wants to play VR games when it's really getting hot, and this is the reason, I think. So in the last years it was the same. So beginning of, I would say, July, even on my channel I can see it. Not many people are interested in VR from July to September, I would say, and this could be the reason. Another interesting statistic here is the market share of the Steam headsets. As you can see, the black color here, this is marked as Oculus Quest, and of course it's getting more and more because the Oculus Quest is very cheap and you can connect it, connect it to Steam and play PC games on it, and that's awesome. That's really good. So this is getting more, and Valve Index here, and these are the two completely different groups. This is a beginner VR headset and this is a really high-end VR headset, totally different prices, and the rest is pretty staying the same. I would say a little bit less with the Vive, a little bit less with the old Rift, and of course Windows Mixed Reality is getting a little slower here, but there will be the Reverb G2, so I expect that Windows Mixed Reality goes a little bit higher again. So, what do you think? How does this look in 1 year? Write it in the comments below. So, do you want to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR before release? Then you can sign up for a closed beta. And how does that work? So in this article of Road to VR, there are some links here. You can click it here, and there are a few things that you need to do. The first one is that you need to join the Microsoft's Windows Insider program. That means you get beta versions of their products, and you are a beta tester. And second thing is that you have to submit your DXDiag. There's a small file that includes everything about your PC. And then you need a PC minimum listed here and bandwidth with 5 Mbps. And if you are lucky, then you can play it before release. Ryte, the Eye of Atlantis. This is a new announced, I would say, a VR adventure, a puzzle adventure. And we go to Atlantis, and we have to prevent the end of Atlantis. How do we do that? Of course, with a lot of puzzles, a lot of complex puzzles, and the graphics, as we can see in the trailer here, look really good. It looks really awesome, and we have some like telekinesis or something to interact with the puzzles, a lot of physics interaction, and the game will be released on PC VR headsets on Steam and Oculus. That means, of course, we can also play it on Quest and Quest 2 via Link. Will be released later this year, winter 2020. I love this kind of games, although I'm not the best puzzle solver. However, I will show the game to you as soon as it's out. So there's something new for horror fans, Blair Witch Oculus Quest Edition. And as you know, Blair Witch is a horror experience, or you are in a forest and there's a witch spooking around, a ghost, and you have to solve everything here. You have to find ghosts and communicate with them, and this is not a jump scare horror game, it's a psychological horror game. That means the atmosphere is frightening and not jump scares, not so many at least. And so you can hear some strange noises in background and stuff. And you have a dog with you, he's called Bullet, and he can smell stuff for you as long as you are good to him. And yes, it's very, very interesting. It looks really cool, and it will be released on October 29th, 2020 for $30 only in Oculus Store. So this seems to be Oculus exclusive. I have no idea. The name says Oculus Quest Edition, if you can play it on Rift. No idea. We will see, but as soon as it's out, I will, of course, try it for you. So there's a new treadmill by Virtuix, and it's called Virtuix Omni One, and it's for consumer. So, as you can see here, it's like you wear a suit, and that's attached to the Virtuix Omni, and you can do like everything. You can run, you can even sneak, you can jump, you can walk backwards, and that's totally awesome. And it comes with a headset that's called Pico Neo 2. You can see it here, but you can also use, of course, your own headset and connect it to your PC and play PC VR games. So you can support them via a crowdfunding campaign, and minimum investment is $1,000. I hope they are successful, and I hope the treadmill is good. All the treadmills I tried were not really immersive for me, to be honest, besides the Infina deck, but this is unavailable, very big and ultra expensive. So this one here will be released in Q2 2021 for $2,000. Of course, this is a high price for consumers, but it's not something that it's impossible, I would say. So the question is, how does it compare to the Catwalk VR? I wrote them and they responded to me and they said, okay, when there's something available, you can try it. We will see, we will see. I want to try it, and then I will tell you if this is a good thing. So is this the smallest MR headset ever from Canon? This is called Mreal S1, and it's a mixed reality headset. That means you can use it as augmented reality with pass-through cameras, so you can see your real environment, or as virtual reality headset because it has integrated displays. It looks really awesome, and the biggest thing is that it is so small. Look at this. It just fits in your hand. It's crazy. It's crazy. And so you have to connect it, you can see it here, via a cable to PC. So it's not a standalone headset, but the problem, there are two problems. First one is that for us gamers, it's perhaps not interesting because it's for industrial applications, but perhaps we will be able to connect it to SteamVR. And the second thing is that it will likely only be on the Japanese market because they're only looking for partners there. However, guys, it's very, very interesting to see the progress of the technology. I mean, look at this. Look how small it is. It will have a small field of view perhaps, but it's just amazing to see the progress. And of course, other companies see that and they will try to do the same. It's just awesome. Perhaps I can try it somewhere soon. HTC Vive Pro Secure. This is a new headset by HTC. It's not really new. It's just the HTC Vive Pro with some security options, like the wireless communication is restricted, and outgoing radios, and the cameras, and you can also use everything offline even when your PC has internet connection. SteamVR library is used offline, and of course this is nothing interesting for us at home. It's perhaps for military or politic or something like that, where you really need a secure connection. And yeah, so you can see where the journey from HTC goes. They only see the business market. They are not interested in consumer market anymore. So everything they release is made for business. And yeah, it's a little bit sad because yeah, Facebook is dominating the market nearly completely with Sony. And yeah, it's a little bit sad, but yeah, that's it, guys. What do you think? What are use cases for the HTC Vive Pro Secure? Let's talk about the releases this week. Rinlo, I already tried that some months ago on my channel. It's a third-person puzzle adventure with some problems with the controls. I hope they fix that. On the other side, the game is really interesting and really cool story. The Book of Distance. This is an interactive story from Japan. Looks really cool. It's for free. Panoptic, I tried that on my channel years ago. and this is really cool. It's a local co-op game. So the VR player is the god here, and the PC player is a little guy here, one of 1,000 guys. And he must be really, really quiet, and he has to use stealth movement to so that the VR player doesn't recognize him, and he has to solve puzzle games. It's really awesome, I can tell you. Falcon Age, this is an older game. I already tried it on my channel. It had some problems with the controls. I hope they fix that. And now it's available on Steam as well. It's a cool adventure. On Oculus Quest we have Dash Dash World. This is an arcade racer with shooter elements. Tsuro, this is a puzzle strategy game with colored stones here. Blaston, I showed that on my channel. It's a bullet time, a one-on-one shooter. It's really interesting. You should watch my video about that. And on the Oculus Rift, also the Book of Distance, Abelena's Atom Maker. So you can learn something about chemistry. Escape Room VR Inner Voices. This is a VR horror escape room game. I hope I will find some time to show that to you because I love VR horror games. We will see. Plexus is a story-driven puzzle game with a lot of puzzles where you have to use your brain. And also Dash Dash World on the Oculus Rift. On the PlayStation VR we have Mortal Bliss Combat Arena. This is for free. You can download it and use it for free. It's a multiplayer deathmatch shooter. Very, very interesting. That were the releases this week. So before we start with the sales this week, thanks to my new supporters Tony and Profit, they supported me via Patreon. This is my Patreon page. You can see from $1 per month, you can support me and get access to all the behind the scenes videos or early access to some of my very important videos like Oculus Quest 2 gameplay or comparison videos and stuff. You can do that via Patreon or YouTube membership from $1 per month. That would be awesome if you consider to do that. Then Tower Tag, it's a really cool multiplayer platform shooter. It's 70% off. Then Panoptic, we just talked about that, the local co-op game. It's really awesome and it's on sale 40% off. Then Dance Collider, this is music rhythm game, it's 50% off. Contagion VR Outbreak, this is a horror zombie shooter, it's 54% off. Twisted Arrow, this is a really good bow and arrow game with zombies, 79% off. Shadow Point, this is an adventure with light and shadow puzzles. I love it. It's 54% off. And Final Approach, the Pilot Edition. It's a strategy game where you have to run an airport. It's 66% off. As mentioned at the beginning, next week there will be likely no weekly news because I'm on vacation. So don't expect the weekly news next week. Next week there will be the release of the Quest 2. If you want to pre-order the Quest 2, use my link. That would be really awesome. And we will see how that will be with the Quest 2 next week. So guys, please visit my Patreon page as told before. Give me a thumbs up and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE